Welcome back to the catch up here on Cris Cyborg's YouTube channel. I am James Lynch. She is Cris Cyborg. Cris, how's it going? How's your weekend?
Great. A busy weekend, have a lot of fights. And I watched the Olympics too. You watch Judo Olympics, and in Brazil we got a silver medal in skate, and it's very cool.
Good. Is that something you ever wanted to do, is try out for the Olympics?
When I was training a little bit wrestling, because I don't have a lot of girls for fighting MMA. So I stayed like 2 years in my career just compete wrestling.
Ah, cool.
And yes, and then I compete some girls, they represent Brazil, and I did it very well. But already handball too. I play handball before. I went a couple of times when your group getting together for them choose who's go to compete for the country, and I did a couple of times too.
Interesting. What could have been? You never know, right? So there you go.
Yes.
That didn't end up happening. Before we get into this, always have to mention, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you're watching here on the channel. We always appreciate your support. So in terms of the weekend, the other thing I noticed was that you trained a bit with Vergil Ortiz Jr. How was that? Because he's got a fight coming up on the 14th.
Yes, it's very important to know his career fight, and he's trained really hard. And then today I was training, and I just left the gym. He's going to do 12 rounds sparring. He's sparring, frankly, for be ready for his fight. And he's very young and very talented and very focused too. He's training every day and no complaints. His dad is, training him too. And yeah, he's a very humble guy. When I train there, he's teaching me a couple of things too. And man, boxing no easy. It's no easy.
Yeah, no, that's great. It was a busy combat sports weekend, even though we didn't have any Bellator. But let's start first with the UFC. TJ Dillashaw getting the win over Cory Sandhagen. I don't know if you caught the fight, but some people felt like that should have gone the other way. Did you happen to see that fight on Saturday?
I watched the fight. I feel like Cory, he give him more damage, and I watch it like, okay, his knee busted, but because the guy attacked him, he hook, the cut too, but I feel this way too. And when the finish, I was thinking, maybe Cory win, but I'm not the referee. Congratulations, DJ, but it was a tough fight. But I feel like he's lost that fight. But I didn't know the point.
Yeah, no, I know. You never know. And there's some weird scorecards on that card anyway, so you never know how the judges were thinking. Also, we had bare knuckle fighting, which was a crazy event because obviously it was Paige Van Zant, Rachel Ostovich, the rematch. What'd you think? Rachel Ostovich getting the win. Paige Van Zant is now 0-2 in bare knuckle. Pretty surprising.
The Paige, I see, she's getting better. She's getting better. I know she's getting very upset. She left the ring upset, but this fight she did it better than the last one, and she's getting improved her game. And congratulations, Rachel. She's did amazing, fight. It was very close fight too. Having some points too. I always feel like a Paige faster, but the Rachel she did more damage. So damage like the punches, crack. But it was a great fight.
Yeah, it certainly was. Now, let me ask you this. I'm going to put you on the spot here, Cris. If Paige wanted to come and get some help, I mean, I think, someone like yourself would really help her out with the boxing and everything because you're one of the best strikers in MMA.
For me, I was open, for helpers, she's even on my division, she's
a lot smaller than you, Cris. Yeah, and I mean that in a good way, obviously.
But, yes, for sure, for sure. But I believe she's in good hands too. I believe she's getting improved her game.
Yeah, no, we have seen improvements. It's just, it's one of those things. She's just fighting opposition that's really good. So it's going to happen there as well. Would you ever want to do bare knuckle? Is that because we talk about boxing, but bare knuckle is a little bit different, right?
I don't know. Our gloves, MMA gloves, very little too. I think it's just a worry about hurt her hand, like broke the hand. I think maybe, but they see these girls fight like nothing. Maybe, maybe.
Yeah. We got Bellator coming back, and this is a mega card. I can't wait for this one. It's going to be on Saturday night. We got Patricio Pitbull Freire, the double champ, taking on undefeated AJ McKee. I think you can make a strong argument that this is the best fight in Bellator history, maybe next to Chandler and Alvarez. I don't know. There's so many good fights in Bellator, but this has got to be up there. What do you think of this fight? Because it's rare to see such a really high-level fighter in Pitbull take on an undefeated prospect who really hasn't even scratched the surface yet.
It's going to be a tough fight for both. I think, both McKee, he never lost, just 17 wins and never lost. Yep. And Pitbull, he's have a lot of fights, a lot of experience, like 32-4, but have a lot of experience too. I think tough fight for both. It's going to be a great fight to watch. And I believe it was going to be one of the best fights.
I completely agree. And here's the thing with Pitbull, he's never been finished. So that's one thing to keep in mind. AJ McKee doesn't typically go the distance. So if he does win, can he finish Pitbull or vice versa? McKee's never been finished. He's undefeated. So really, really, really good fight. I highly recommend checking that out this Saturday if anyone's watching.
It's going to be exciting. We're going to watch maybe 5 rounds.
Yeah, it's going to be such a good fight. And again, Patricio Pitbull, same guy who knocked out Michael Chandler. I mean, we're talking about one of the best fighters in the world. So really excited for that fight on Saturday. Speaking of Bellator, is there any update on your next fight? I know you want to get back in there as soon as possible. Any updates right now?
No, I just waiting. The last time I talked to Scott, I said, Chris, soon you think you already be fighting. Well, hopefully, cool. Just keep training, be ready. And I'm excited. Soon you guys gonna know. Don't have any day yet.
So if people haven't been following you on Twitter, you got a new cat named Saku. If I'm pronouncing it correctly, how did this all come together?
It's Sakuraba.
Oh, Sakuraba. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I remember you mentioning this. Yeah.
Saku, and as we just come home, it's gonna be 1 week. And one more animal, but I think it's gonna be the last one. And the zoo is a lot of animals at the house.
Right.
But,
no, it's a really cute cat. Got to go check it out. By the way, it just goes to show how weird Twitter is. So I'm a big hockey fan. I saw a hockey journalist tweet you about the cat because Saku, I know it's short for Sakuraba. There's a hockey player from Finland named Saku Koivu. So someone I saw tweeted that to you. I don't know if you caught that or not.
No, I didn't. Oh, this is cool.
Yeah, so I know it's short for Sakuraba, but there is a Finnish hockey player named Saku Koivu who is just this well-known hockey player. So I thought that was interesting. You're bringing people together, Chris, with your tweets. It was pretty interesting.
Yeah, they always put some names. There's some legend in my pets, and it's very cool.
Yeah, no, it's definitely recommend checking out the Cyborg Zoo on Instagram. A lot of good content there for all your pets. Before we get out of here, we got the Portuguese saying of the week. I don't think we've done this one yet. I was going to say if I go to Brazil or anywhere, I'm going to want to go to the beach. So how do I say let's go to the beach in Portuguese?
Vamos para a praia.
Vamos para a praia.
Yes, very
there we
good.
Go. Getting good. I listen. I'm gonna have a good time. I get to go to the beach because I can say it properly. So there we go.
Yes.
The premium service. What's the latest on that? Any Q&As we can talk about? Any dates coming up? By the way, CrisCyborg.com. You can sign up for less than a cup of coffee. You get exclusive access to Chris's content that you're not going to get here on the regular YouTube channel. So anything you got coming up?
I just forgot to say this weekend we started recorded the Techniques Thursday. When you sign up for the membership, you're gonna have a live together, talk together, and we have the Techniques every Thursday. And I have a special guest, Dione Barbosa. She's from Brazil. She's a former judo. She's competed for Brazil, represented Brazil team.
Yeah.
So Olympics. So we did a lot of judo. People are gonna be excited. If you'd like guys to follow, every Thursday have the new techniques, and Dione gonna be with me.
Yes, I believe she's called a judoka, if I'm not mistaken. It's tough to remember the saying. Even I get confused by that, so it's all good. Before we get out of here, Chris, anything you want to plug? Just letting everyone know, of course, you can follow me on Twitter, @LynchOnSports. If there's topics you guys want us to cover and girls want us to cover here on the show, just leave us a note, hit us up on social media. We're more than happy to do that. But Chris, anything you got to plug before we get out of here?
No, just say thank you for everyone. Follow us. Thank you for support us, and keep following me. My social media, and be part of the membership too. And yes, enjoy the Techniques Thursday every Thursday. Be together.